Feeling that pressure build, that worry nagging at you about your blood pressure numbers. It's a silent guest in many of our homes as we get a little older, isn't it? Sometimes it feels like just hearing the doctor mention those numbers sends them climbing higher. You want to stay active. Enjoy your grandkids. Keep doing the things you love. But this constant concern about your heart health, it can weigh heavily. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. Like managing it means big, drastic changes, complicated diets, or endless appointments. But what if there was something incredibly simple? Something you could easily add to your day. Perhaps just a couple of bites. That could make a real difference. Something almost surprisingly easy. We often overlook the power of small things, don't we? The truth is, sometimes the most effective steps for our health aren't complicated at all. They can be found in the most unexpected places. In this video, we're going to explore some remarkably simple, everyday things you can do, focusing on foods that can help you take control of your blood pressure numbers and feel more confident about your health journey. Stick around until the very end, because there's something I'll share that might just truly surprise you with its simplicity and power. Let's dive right in, starting with that truly surprising food we hint at. Now, when you think about foods that are good for your heart, you might picture leafy greens or maybe some nice oily fish. Right. And yes, those are wonderful. But there's this one particular nut, often overlooked, that packs an incredible punch specifically when it comes to supporting healthy blood pressure. We're talking about Brazil nuts. Just 2 of these a day. Yes, you heard that right. Just a couple of Brazil nuts could be a simple addition to your routine that starts helping. Why Brazil nuts? You ask, what's so special about them? It all comes down to one star player they contain in abundant selenium. Now, selenium might sound like a technical word, but think of it as a tiny but mighty superhero for your body, particularly for your blood vessels. Our bodies need selenium for all sorts of things, from thyroid function to keeping our immune system happy. But one of its most important jobs is acting as a powerful antioxidant. What does that mean in simple terms? Think of antioxidants as little cleanup crews inside your body. They help protect your cells, including the delicate cells lining your blood vessels, from damage. This damage can come from something called oxidative stress, which is just a fancy way of saying wear and tear caused by unstable molecules. When your blood vessels are protected and healthy, they can do their job better, which includes relaxing and widening to allow blood to flow through easily. This easier flow naturally helps to keep the pressure down. Selenium also plays a role in producing specific proteins called selenoproteins, which are essential for many bodily functions, including reducing inflammation. Chronic inflammation isn't good for anyone, especially not for our hearts and blood vessels. By helping to calm things down inside, selenium contributes to a healthier environment for your circulatory system. Now, Brazil nuts are absolutely loaded with selenium. In fact, they are one of the richest dietary sources on the planet. And this is where the just 2 a day comes in, because they are so rich in selenium. You really don't need many to get a significant amount. Eating just 2 Brazil nuts can provide you with more than the recommended daily allowance of selenium for adults. That amount is often enough to start seeing the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits that can support healthy blood pressure. Research, including studies looking specifically at Brazil nuts, has shown that this simple act can indeed have a positive effect on blood pressure readings. It's not a magic bullet, of course, but it's a powerful tool to have in your toolkit. Think of it this way. High blood pressure is often linked to stiffening of the arteries. Healthy, flexible arteries are much better at managing blood flow. Selenium, through its antioxidant action, helps keep those blood vessel walls more supple and less prone to the kind of damage that leads to stiffness. So, by simply adding a couple of Brazil nuts to your routine, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to help your blood vessels stay healthier and more flexible. But, and this is important, because Brazil nuts are such a concentrated source of selenium, you can get too much of a good thing. Eating a whole handful every day, or even just 3 or 4 regularly, can lead to consuming too much selenium over time. This can cause a condition called selenosis, which can have unpleasant side effects like hair loss, brittle nails, fatigue, digestive issues, and even neurological symptoms in severe cases. That's why the recommendation is often just 2 nuts. It's the sweet spot where you get the powerful benefits without risking overload. It's a perfect example of how dosage matters. Even with natural foods, how can you easily incorporate 2 Brazil nuts into your day? It doesn't have to be complicated. You can just eat them plain as a mid-morning snack. Their creamy texture and slightly earthy flavor are quite pleasant. Or, you can chop them up and sprinkle them over your morning yogurt or porridge. They add a lovely little crunch. You could also add them to a salad or blend them into a smoothie. The key is consistency, making it a simple, daily habit. Remember, we're looking for small, sustainable changes that add up to big results. Eating 2 Brazil nuts is certainly a small change that has the potential for significant impact on your blood pressure over time, thanks to that amazing selenium content and the way it supports your blood vessel health. It's remarkable, isn't it, that something so small and easy to find can be so beneficial. But while Brazil nuts are a fantastic starting point, they are just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to managing blood pressure and supporting your overall heart health as you get older. There are other, equally simple, everyday adjustments you can make that work beautifully alongside adding those 2 little nuts. So now that we understand the power packed into those Brazil nuts, let's look at some other simple, everyday considerations that can make a real difference when it comes to keeping your blood pressure numbers in a healthy range. Continuing our exploration of simple ways to support healthy blood pressure, let's talk about something else that has a huge impact, and it might be something you already suspect: sodium. Now, sodium, usually in the form of salt, is essential for life. Our bodies need it for nerve and muscle function, and to maintain the right balance of fluids. But, like selenium, too much can be a problem, especially for blood pressure. When you consume too much sodium, your body holds on to more water. This extra fluid increases the volume of blood in your blood vessels, which in turn puts more pressure on their walls. Over time, this constant extra pressure can stiffen and narrow your blood vessels, making high blood pressure a persistent issue. The tricky part about sodium is that most of what we consume doesn't come from shaking salt onto our food at the table. Although that contributes, a vast amount comes from processed foods, packaged snacks, canned goods, cured meats, and even restaurant meals. Things like bread, soups, sauces, and ready-made meals can be surprisingly high in sodium. So, simply putting down the salt shaker isn't always enough. The key is to become more aware of where sodium is hiding in your diet and make simple swaps. Instead of relying on packaged sauces, try making your own with herbs and spices. Use lemon juice or vinegar to add flavor without salt. When buying canned vegetables or beans, look for no salt added versions or rinse them thoroughly under running water to wash away some of the sodium. Read food labels. It might seem tedious at first, but you'll quickly learn which foods are unexpectedly high in sodium. Look for the daily value percentage. 5% or less is low, while 20% or more is high. Even small reductions in sodium intake can have a noticeable positive effect on blood pressure. It's not about eliminating salt entirely, but about finding a healthier balance, using fresh ingredients more often, cooking from scratch when you can, and choosing lower sodium options when you buy packaged foods are practical steps. Think of it as retraining your taste buds slightly. They'll adjust over time, and you'll start appreciating the natural flavors of food more. This shift, combined with the boost from those Brazil nuts, creates a powerful 1-2 punch against high blood pressure. Now, alongside reducing sodium, there's another mineral that plays a crucial balancing act with it in the body, and getting enough of this mineral can also help support healthy blood pressure. We're talking about potassium. While sodium makes your body hold onto water, potassium helps your body get rid of excess sodium through urine, and also helps relax the walls of your blood vessels. It's like they are on opposite teams. And for blood pressure, you want to make sure potassium is strong enough to counterbalance sodium. Most of us probably aren't getting enough potassium in our diets. Where can you find potassium easily? Plenty of delicious everyday foods are rich in it. Think bananas. They're famous for potassium, and for good reason. But sweet potatoes are also excellent sources, and you can enjoy them baked, mashed, or roasted. Spinach and other leafy greens are packed with potassium, as are beans and lentils, wonderful additions to soups, stews, or salads. Even plain yogurt can contribute to your potassium intake. So, just like with the Brazil nuts, it's about consciously including these potassium-rich foods in your meals throughout the day. Maybe have a banana with your breakfast, add spinach to your sandwich at lunch, and have sweet potato as a side with dinner. By increasing your potassium intake while also being mindful of your sodium consumption, you're actively working to create a better balance in your body, which directly benefits your blood pressure. It's all about making these simple, manageable dietary tweaks that work together synergistically. It's not about deprivation, it's about adding more goodness to your plate. Remember, these aren't difficult or exotic foods. They are everyday items you can easily find at your local grocery store. The power lies in making conscious choices to include them regularly. Brazil nuts for selenium, being mindful of sodium, and boosting potassium-rich foods, these are foundational steps. But there's another element that often gets overlooked in the conversation about blood pressure and overall health, and it's something we do every single day without even thinking about it, though perhaps not always enough. Let's talk about something incredibly basic, yet profoundly important for your blood pressure and overall well-being: hydration. Simply drinking enough water throughout the day is a cornerstone of good health, and it plays a role in keeping your blood pressure in a healthy range. When you're properly hydrated, your blood has the right consistency. It flows smoothly through your blood vessels. If you become dehydrated, your blood can become thicker, making it harder for your heart to pump it efficiently. This can cause blood pressure to rise. Also, being well hydrated helps your body manage sodium levels more effectively. Going back to that balance we just discussed, water helps your kidneys flush out excess sodium. How much water is enough? It varies from person to person based on activity level, climate, and individual needs. But a general guideline is around 8 glasses, about 2 liters a day. Don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. Thirst is often a sign that you're already a little dehydrated. Keep a water bottle handy throughout the day and sip regularly. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if you prefer a little flavor. Making hydration a mindful habit, alongside incorporating those Brazil nuts and thinking about sodium and potassium, builds a robust daily routine for supporting your circulatory system. It's often the simplest things that have the biggest impact when consistently applied, beyond what we eat and drink. Adding simple, gentle movement into your day is another powerful ally in the fight against high blood pressure. And when I say movement, I don't mean you have to start training for a marathon. Even moderate activity can make a world of difference. When you move, your heart pumps more efficiently, and your blood vessels become more flexible and open. This improved circulation helps lower blood pressure over time. Aim for activities you enjoy and can realistically incorporate into your routine. A brisk walk around the block, gardening, dancing to your favorite music at home, taking the stairs instead of the lift, or even just doing some gentle stretching. It all counts. The key is consistency. Try to get at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity activity most days of the week. Break it up into shorter bursts if needed. 2 15-minute walks are just as beneficial as one 30-minute walk. Find a buddy to walk with. Explore a local park. Or join a gentle exercise class specifically designed for seniors. The benefits aren't just physical. Regular movement also helps reduce stress, improves mood, and boosts energy levels, all of which indirectly support healthy blood pressure. Taking these simple steps, enjoying 2 Brazil nuts daily, being mindful of sodium, increasing potassium-rich foods, staying well hydrated, and adding gentle, enjoyable movement to your day might seem small on their own, but together, they create a powerful foundation for managing your blood pressure and promoting overall vitality as you get older. It's about embracing simple, actionable changes rather than feeling overwhelmed by complex regimens. Think about it: 2 little nuts, choosing lower sodium options, adding colorful fruits and vegetables, sipping water, and a pleasant walk. These are not burdens. They are acts of self-care that empower you to take control of your health journey. So, we've talked about the surprising power of just 2 Brazil nuts a day. thanks to their incredible selenium content. And how that helps your blood vessels stay healthy and flexible? We also looked at the importance of balancing sodium intake by being more aware of hidden salt and making simple swaps, and how boosting your potassium through everyday foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens creates a much-needed counterweight. We touched on the fundamental role of staying well hydrated to keep your blood flowing smoothly and help your body manage sodium effectively. And finally, we considered how adding even simple gentle movement into your daily life helps your heart and blood vessels work more efficiently. It's remarkable, isn't it? How these seemingly small, separate actions weave together to form a strong strategy for supporting healthy blood pressure. Each piece complements the others, creating a holistic approach that is both effective and, importantly, manageable. None of these steps require drastic lifestyle overhauls or expensive equipment. They are accessible, practical, and can be integrated into your daily routine without causing stress or disruption. And that's the real secret here: consistency and simplicity. It's not about being perfect all the time. It's about making conscious, positive choices most of the time. Remember that worry we talked about at the beginning? The one about feeling overwhelmed by managing your blood pressure? These simple strategies are your way of gently pushing back against that worry, taking proactive steps that put you back in the driver's seat. Imagine adding those 2 Brazil nuts to your morning routine, perhaps while you enjoy your first cup of tea. Picture yourself choosing a piece of fruit rich in potassium for a snack instead of something processed. See yourself reaching for your water bottle throughout the day. Envision yourself taking a short, enjoyable walk outside, feeling the air and moving your body. These aren't monumental tasks. They are small victories you can achieve every single day. And each small victory contributes to the larger goal of maintaining healthy blood pressure and feeling better overall. It's about building sustainable habits that support you for the long run, allowing you to continue enjoying your life to the fullest without that constant weight of worry. You have the power to make these simple changes, and they truly can make a significant difference in your health and happiness as you age. Don't underestimate the cumulative effect of these small, positive steps. They add up, quietly but powerfully, improving your numbers and boosting your confidence. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and practical tools. So give these simple tips a try. Start with the Brazil nuts. Consciously add more potassium-rich foods. Pay a little more attention to sodium. Sip that water, and find a way to move that you enjoy. Take it one step at a time. Be patient with yourself, and celebrate the small wins. Your health is your most valuable asset, and taking these simple, consistent actions is an investment that pays dividends in vitality and peace of mind. I hope this has been helpful, and perhaps even a little surprising. What simple step are you going to try first? Maybe it's adding those 2 Brazil nuts, or perhaps focusing on drinking a little more water today. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing your journey can inspire others in our community too. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It helps us know we're providing valuable information. And be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more simple, practical tips for living your best life at every age. You've got this. Let's continue to support our health and enjoy every moment.